So we meet again. Good day, kind sir. So, as you know, I am a licensed mental health counselor and a forensic psychologist. So, I'm doing a follow-up visit with a client today, and I'm going to show some techniques that we can use. So, my client will be arriving any moment right now. So, it will be a very, very interesting counseling session. Interesting. Sorry for my cuts. I have a few band-aids. I cut myself shaving. I had a client with anger management issues and took it out on me in the group. And then had domestic violence, Stevie. My wife, or actually my cat, was mad because I was looking at kitty porn. Yes, kitten porn. And then I got a couple warts recently, so don't mind the warts. Don't let them distract you. So let me put on my reading glasses and put my spectacles aside. So I had a client who had post-traumatic stress disorder. He saw a factory farm video of animal cruelty. Yes, he didn't like the animal cruelty that he saw. So he was very upset. And just so you know, grass doesn't grow on a busy path. So he had PTSD from the animal cruelty, and his triggers were excessive hunger when he let himself get too hungry. And I told him, eat regularly so you make better choices. And everything is hard at first, the first 30 days it takes to break a habit. That is use of CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. So, hi, welcome back, sir. Welcome back. Have a seat right there. Thank you. Come into my office. I'll put my little hat aside. You can put your coat on the coat rack. Don't mind my appearance. I just had a few little scratches and altercations. Okay, so you're addicted to cheese and chicken still, even though you want to become vegan. Okay, a little bit narcissistic, and you're addicted to it like a drug, like opiates. But we can break that habit. And you were very traumatized by the images you saw on a factory farm video. And you cried. It's okay. Men can cry too. You don't want to be like a serial killer and bottle it all up and then go postal. So it's okay. There's no stigma to crying of men. You should have confidence that it's okay to show your emotions. You are not a robot. Be secure. So you were upset that you paid hitmen to torture animals for you, and you felt like you were a narcissist. And you were addicted like a drug, but we worked on that. And we have more drugs too, if you want to have drugs. I just swallow them whole, all of them. So we use solution-focused therapy since it's short-term. Just fix my little spectacles. And you felt guilty, but change always takes effort. But you felt like you were terrorizing the animals and stuff. Now, don't have anger management and take it out on the messenger, but I once had a trophy hunting gun nut. And he had taxidermies. He was very mentally ill. He had signs of a serial killer collecting trophies and taxidermies of the animals' heads on the walls and stuff. And he did lash out a lot. He had anger management issues. So I did fear him and had to have him institutionalized. So you feel privileged to be a person rather than an animal because you feel like you could have been born an animal and this is how it would treat you. So we'll look at some images in a few minutes and see what you see within those InkBlot images. We are not going to use no hypnosis and quack therapy. The future is vegan. The future is vegan. Yes, the future will go vegan. No, we are not going to do that. But the key to success, the key to your success is proper therapy, psychotherapy. I am not a mad scientist. I am not going to do anything like lobotomy, hypnosis, or electric shock therapy, where I treat you like a lab rat or a guinea pig and shock you. Yeah! And torture you and put stuff in your eyes and drill holes in your head like a lobotomy and brain and ears to do animal experimentation and vivisection, because that would be sadistic. No hypnosis neither. And I'm not a psychic. I can't see the future, although I think the future is vegan, like you want to do yourself. And you feel bad that you were people were deceptive to you your whole life, your parents. TV commercials showing nice red barn family farms when you know now that they're all factory farm birds and such. And we're also going to use object relations therapy. You said your mother reminds you of when you drink milk, like you're breastfeeding from her teat, as they call it in animal agriculture. Yes, like harvesting an animal. So you feel like you are breastfeeding from cows now, and it feels like rape to you. How does that grab you when they force breed the animals? Okay, enough talking, enough about you, more about me. So you had mother issues, it sounds like, as well as relationship issues. So we're going to use object relations therapy as well. So let's talk about the addiction, PTSD, and breaking the habits. So let's talk. I'm going to show you some images on my device. And I want to know what you think of those images. Yes. So we're going to do an InkBlot test. Here is an InkBlot test. So I want to know what you think of this image. What do you see? Do you see two bees vomiting for your honey, or a butterfly, or something else? If it's a butterfly, you are very peaceful and in harmony. Now here is a nice little scientist, since you said you wanted to be vegan and felt guilty. Albert Einstein supported it. So we looked at the InkBlot test. Now we're just going to look at some images, and I want you to tell me, or think to yourself first, what first comes to mind when you see them. And you can pause it if you don't have time to digest it. This is a chicken on a bun, a little baby chick. Does that feel like your KFC? Some of them are just comics. That was one I shared with my trophy hunting client. Here's one I shared with a fur person. A client wore fur, and I was allergic, and I was like, cavemen, please don't come in on the subways neither in New York City. I'm allergic to your fur, dog, and Uggs, as well as the cruelty. How does that grab you? I want to know what you first think when you see these images. That's my little kitty, my little princess, who scratched my eye out, and I had to wear a patch. That's force breeding the cows, and they're proud. Here's a clown. That's the mustache I am aiming for. And this is a horror movie. Ha ha ha. So I want to show you some more images in a second. I just want you to think of what that makes you think of first, comes to your mind. We are very privileged to be in America, and white, and even humans if you are one. I don't know if I'm talking to any aliens. But like I said, I do evidence-based practice. I am not a quack psychologist or mad scientist. So please, pardon. Oh my, what is that? Hi, hello, sir. Thank you. Oh, this is me when I was a child at the Grand Canyon. Amazing. What first comes to your mind? Doctors and people not listening to them. Eat their vegetables. Ego and eco. Heart attack, heart disease. Look up meatvideo.com and meat.org. Famous vegetarians, a factory farm from above, a warehouse. Oh, this was when I scuba dived. When I was a young lad. And the factory farms have us all fooled. Especially them city slickers. There's those Ugg sheepskins, like cavemen. Don't fall for the myths. Chick-fil-A hates gays. There's nothing wrong with being gay. It hurts nobody. And again, you can pause this if you need to look at the images some more. That is actually a herbivore, a hippopotamus. Here's a hot dog. Does that make you think and feel more guilty? It's okay to express yourself. Here's a nice family at the dinner table. But it's a pig eating the dog, and they're all eating the dog. How does this grab you? Do you feel guilty? Maybe we should. And maybe the solution is very simple. Change your diet. Solution-focused therapy. How does that grab you? Here is a mentally ill person, Donald Trump Jr., making up for a small wiener. Prison reform. Animals live in prison regardless. The NRA. Some civil rights leaders who support human and animal rights. So I just got a few more images to share with you. And then we will meet up again very soon. I just wanted to thank you. There will be no hypnosis today. Next time when we come back. This is their attitude. Thank you, and what do you see?